I'm Father Pat McLaughlin.
Hi, I'm Father Brett Jamrog.
I'm Father Gregory Carl.
And today we are here to talk to you about confirmation and baptismal sponsors. Baptismal sponsors are also known as godparents. The sacraments of initiation, baptism, Eucharist, and confirmation are special times in the lives of young people and the lives of families. And we join with you in celebrating these great events that are going to be unfolding in the lives of our young people here in our Heart of Jesus Catholic parishes. The sacraments are special encounters with God that are to be lived fully. And in order to live a sacrament fully, people need help. They certainly need the help of their parents. But the Church recognizes that parents may need assistance in terms of imparting the beauty, the goodness, and the truth of our Catholic faith to our young people. Because of this, the Church has a long custom of having sponsors for both baptism and confirmation. The primary question to ask is who, by their word and by their example, would be a great witness of Jesus Christ in the life of my child, or who would help me live my Catholic faith well if I'm a confirmandi selecting a confirmation sponsor. There are a lot of times people who come to us and they want to honor a particular family member by naming them as a sponsor. There are a lot of ways in which we can honor people, but this is a spiritual role, and as a spiritual role, the life of faith should take priority in this selection. So, what does it mean to grow in the Catholic faith? The Catholic faith is beautiful and rich. It allows us to encounter the love of Jesus daily, and that's accomplished by personal prayer, by our communal prayer, by our frequent reception of the sacraments, and by growing in our knowledge of our faith, what we believe, in terms of both our creed and also the moral life. And so when selecting a confirmation sponsor or a baptismal sponsor, all of these issues should be kept in mind. Father Carl, what does it mean to live the Catholic faith?
To be living the Catholic faith, I always talk with folks about the basics of are you trying to pray? Are you trying to go to Mass on Sundays? If you're married, are you married in the church? All those to me would be pretty fundamental to the life of faith and the promise that a sponsor makes, that they're going to live their faith, they're going to give a good example to their child. They're trying to serve. This is a service that godparents provide. And some of those basics of the life of faith would be those things.
What are some of the common issues in people's lives where they cannot be a confirmation sponsor or a baptismal sponsor at a given time?
Yeah, I would say some of the most common are just somebody who's not going to church regularly, who doesn't have a regular practice of faith. That's not something that's really made an impact on their lives, or has not yet. Very common would be questions about marriage. If a person has been divorced and remarried and they have not yet tried to reconcile their marriage, or if a person is living with somebody that they're not married to, if they're cohabitating, if they're living as if they were married but they do not enjoy the benefits and rights of married couples, that would be a pretty common situation.
And Father, can you describe what a Christian witness is?
Yeah, a Christian witness is when you have already selected for baptism one godparent, and you have somebody you would like to ask to support your child as they live their life of faith. They don't happen to be Catholic. If you already have a Catholic sponsor established, a non-Catholic witness can be a part of the ceremony to make a good faith commitment to try and support the child by their example and life of prayer.
Are Catholics permitted to be Christian witnesses?
No, that wouldn't make any sense, because a Catholic has a responsibility to live their baptismal calling and to live their life of faith in accord with what the Church teaches. So sometimes it'll happen that somebody will have been baptized Catholic, but gone away from the church, and they will be requested to be a Christian witness on the terms that, well, we've already got a Catholic sponsor, and this person can act as a sponsor, as a Christian witness. But no, we would say that that person is an unqualified Catholic and not a Christian sponsor, Christian witness.
Father Jamrock, would you tell us what requirements there are to be a sponsor for confirmation or for baptism?
Yeah, for both of them, the person has to be living out the life of faith. They have to have a deep life, the faith that is modeled and witnessed to that child and to that young person. For baptism, you can have two godparents, one male and one female, or you can have one. One is the necessity. For confirmation, only one person is chosen. This person needs to have finished their 16th year, so you don't just choose someone randomly. To be this person, this baptismal godparent or confirmation sponsor, it's important that they are confirmed in the faith, that they have received the sacrament of the Eucharist, and they have a faith that is very visible and in line with what the church believes. And it's also important that when we make this decision, the parents cannot be the ones. So the parents of the child cannot be the godparents, and they cannot be the confirmation sponsors.
Thank you for watching this video on being a sponsor for either the sacrament of baptism or the sacrament of confirmation. The life of faith of our young people and of our children is very, very important to us. We want to give them the very best, and we want to assist you in helping them experience the love of Jesus daily, live the sacramental life fully, and grow in every grace and virtue so that they can really know the love of God, experience that love of God, that they can serve God and be with Him forever in the world to come. If there are some issues in the life of potential sponsors that prevent them from being a sponsor at a particular time, please know that the three of us, or actually any priest, would be happy to talk with them about rectifying that situation so that in the future perhaps they could be a confirmation or baptismal sponsor. Thank you again for your time, and God bless you.